don't you feel a little lost? Don't you feel that there is something missing in your life some way? Like there's something off. I know maybe things are normal, are just fine, ordinary fine, but there's something in you that knows that life could be so much better. Actually, life should be so much better. So let me explain you how you're actually not lost. You are actually distracted. So the first step is to recognize that. How do you know you're lost? How do you know you're lost? You see, the question implies that you already know where you're going, that you already know what heaven is, that you already know what enlightenment is. You already know there's something in you who knows what perfect happiness and enjoyment. Already, there's something you already knows. It's not possible to have this conversation that you could be watching this video unless you actually know. You know for real what I'm talking to you. So, you know you're lost when you know where you're going. Like, let's say you may be lost in a mall. How do you know you're lost? Well, you're only lost if you were trying to get somewhere. If you're not trying to get anywhere, you're just like walking around. You're not lost, you're just making time. So this sense you have that your life is a bit off, and you may feel even frustrated with it, don't give up with that. Don't give up for your higher standards. Because you know, deep inside of you, you know you deserve to be happy always. By happy, I mean content, fulfilled, enjoying even the challenges that life will throw at you. So the point that I'm trying to make is that it's not exactly that you're lost, but more that you are distracted. And this is a very important point to do because that's the whole point of meditation. What is happening, let's say when you sit to meditate and you may be focusing on your breath, right? The first thing you notice, in the first stages of attention development, you notice how you're actually just lost all the time. It's incredibly frustrating for most people. You try to focus on your breath, but thoughts pull it away and you are always lost. Let me tell you, this is really, 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 really good news. Actually, someone who is not in such a good place won't even notice that they are getting distracted. So the fact, when you sit to meditate and focus on your breath, the fact, or focus on anything you focus, the fact that you feel that you're lost is a big deal. It is the beginning. It's the way you do it. So even when you have to come back over again, it is actually an important thing, a transcendental thing. It may not look like, oh, I just forgot that I was meditating, I got lost in thought, I go back to it. You may feel that you're a beginner, that you're not good. But let me say, yeah, don't think like that. Don't think like that. Think that you are just remembering. You're already enlightened, you're already mastered. And yet, apparently it seems that you're making this process of remembering. You just got lost. So you may feel sometimes that you are moving away from happiness. Your life, you wake up in the morning, you go through your day and things don't go very well. And through life, as a general progress, you may feel that your dreams are not happening. Life doesn't unfold in the way you want it to be. You're not in the place you want it to be. So it seems like you're going deeper and deeper and deeper in this struggle of trying to motivate yourself to get somewhere where you will finally make it. But again, more than saying you're moving away, what if you are, as the masters say, you're dreaming? You're lost in a dream. So it doesn't matter how much you run in the dream. It doesn't matter how far from where you want to be you think you are. Distance doesn't matter because there's no distance in the end. Only that you just know that whenever you wake up and remember, you were all along home. So more than looking for stuff around in the world, more than looking for a better job, looking for another relationship, looking for having a bigger house, looking for having more money. You see? That is like be looking for happiness somewhere. It's like imagine when you have the glasses in your head and you're You're asking, where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? You look, I've been looking through all my house. No glasses anywhere. I lost my glasses. And you start feeling sad. And there's this person with the sunglasses and crying because he cannot find the sunglasses. If you ask me, that's exactly how I feel whenever I'm coaching someone. It sort of feels like that. Sometimes these people may feel that they're lost. And from my point of view, they're not lost. They're just there thinking that I don't know, deep inside, you're not good enough. Your trauma is making you feel that you don't deserve to be happy and abundant and live a joyful life. It's something you already quitted. You're trying not to suffer too much. That's the best that it gets. But what if, and I know your mind will fight this idea, your ego will fight this idea. What if you were in heaven all along? That's why we call it waking up. What if everything was fine? It's just the fact that you reinforce these dynamics, these distractions. That's the only thing that is wrong. That's where sitting to meditate is actually not really a process. It's just letting go, like altogether. It's the offering you do to your body and your mind, to yourself, to everything, to the world, actually. You, for a moment, you have your mind distracting you with thoughts, and just for a moment, just let everything be as it is. But you're not pulled away by thoughts. You're not distracted. That's how you know. That's why you practice with an object. Why that you have the 10 stages. Again, if you don't have the book, get the book, The Mind Illuminated. I didn't write it. I'm not promoting it. I'm not sponsored by it in any way. I don't belong to any organization. I'm telling you this person to person because I'm not here just to throw an intellectual riddle on you, an interesting video with a catchy thing. Oh, interesting thought. No, I really want you to make this. So you have to do something about it. And that doing something is this empowering process of letting go of what's happening inside of you, which we call meditation, which is like really letting go of the subtle imbalances because you're not going to wake up to the reality that you're already in heaven, that your life is already more fascinating than you could imagine. And not only that, of course, your mind is no different from everything outside. So if your mind settles, the outside world will settle. You see how powerful this is? It's like quantum physics. What's the difference between the atoms in your body and the atoms outside of your body? Everything is the same field. So yes, what you want, what you really need, what you're really looking for in the world. You feel lost because you're looking in the wrong place, but it is there. And that's the really good news because many people have quit looking for it altogether. Most people are desperately just trying to make a living and survive in a world because, you're going to die, right? So just pick as much as you can, as long as you can, right? So that's the mentality. But this is like the man with the living inside of the cage where the door is open and they don't go away. It's like, I don't know if you know this, but the way they train elephants is they hold them in a way that they cannot go away. But at some point, they quit it, going away, and they just hold them with a rope, just in a very simple way. And the elephant could leave at any time, but they don't do. Why? Because they just gave up being free. So don't do that. Aim for the highest. Don't dare to dream, but not to dream in the sense of accomplishing something outside. Dreaming in the sense of that you can actually access the happiness you are dreaming of. Not the scenario. The scenario doesn't matter. What you really want is the happiness. So don't quit on you. Don't quit on your own happiness. And if you stop searching, by means searching, I mean, you start searching for finding happiness in the world by achieving your goals. And now when I finally get to earn this money, then my life will be fine. Then when I finally get to do this, when I finally get to run 100 miles, can you feel that in your mind? Your mind is telling you, whenever you get there, then you suddenly will be happy because there's something wrong with you and you should try to find happiness somewhere else, not in yourself. Well, that's the biggest delusion. Don't believe it. I know that thought is in your mind. I know you even believe it, but your believing is you're giving attention to the thought. The thought could just naturally evaporate if you wouldn't pursue it. That's where I'm going to recommend you to spend time every day and sit to meditate in a very specific way. And I'm here to help you. Actually, I'm right now, as of when I'm finish this video, I'm making a course and I want to have it for free. So I wasn't thinking on saying this in this video because I haven't finished it. But if you're interested on it, just let me know. And I'll send you a link, and I don't know, maybe this week, next week, I'm gonna release. So you have a clear idea of what I'm talking, because in these YouTube videos, I can only just go through on top of it, but I want to share with you every single detail. So you can realize practically in your life fully that you're already home. You're home in your happiness. Your happiness already your reality, unless you think the contrary, unless you pay attention to your thoughts that say the contrary. So that's more or less what you find in stage 7. There are different stages in here. And at a certain point, your mind comes. And I know many people tell you, don't think that meditation has anything to do with stopping the thoughts. Okay, you don't have to stop them, but they do stop. And it's a very important, relevant point. And many masters say that, and many people misinterpret it. But let's not go to the other problem. Don't think that there's no value in having an experience of a clear mind without thoughts. And I don't say you should go or run. Of course, you need your thoughts to go with your life. I'm talking about just give 5, 10, 15 minutes of your day to actually surrendering all your thoughts. Focus on your breath. Anchor there. And your mind will try to pull you away. But you stay in there is how you make it. And at some point, after stage 6, everything starts coming. Like thoughts don't even come anymore. And there's this profound clarity as a vast of an open sky, and suddenly everything is clear. And suddenly you start remembering. And joy and bliss are the natural expression of being alive. And you know this. Otherwise, there's no chance you could ever see in this video so far. But most importantly, because you're trying to be happy. You're trying to achieve what you want. You're trying to accomplish something. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the desires. I'm saying the desires are misaligned with your nature. That's why people say, don't have desires. No. Your desire for happiness is the only thing you have. The only thing that sets you away from doing very selfish things. So no. You want happiness, just to remember that you already have it. So you need to have the motivation to tell your mind, don't bother me. Give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes, a break from your mind. Sit, you hold on the object, and the object will let you know, the object being your breath or whatever you choose, will let you know when you are away, because your mind is very tricky. And you know this, hopefully. So don't trust that you're meditating when it's not a profound, clear experience. Okay, maybe I'm making this too long, but I hope I'm convincing you to give it a try and to sit and to offer and to surrender and to stop trying hard to find happiness in the world by changing anything, and finding it by recognizing what you are, who you are. But you cannot do that if you are distracted. So you're not lost, you are distracted.